You know, when you're a certain age, you use words that you know from when you were a kid or you remember saying, and that's what I did today, and I shouldn't have.
Welcome back. Another embarrassing apology from Whoopi Goldberg. According to this article, Whoopi Goldberg apologized again for Agnes Slur on The View. Whoopi Goldberg apologized Wednesday after using ethnic slur toward the Romanian people on The View during a discussions about Trump and Stormy Daniels on Wednesday episode. The 67-year-old longtime co-host referenced people who still believe that they got GY somehow in the election. Less than an hour after the live show aired, Goldberg offered a mere culpa online. You know, when you are a certain age, you use the words that you know from when you were a kid or you remember saying, and that's what I did today, and I should not have, Goldberg said in a video tweeted by the show official account. I should have thought about it a little longer before I said it, and I didn't. I should have cheated, and I used another word, and I'm really sorry. She added, a spokesperson for The View had no further comment when contacted by the Post.
Dinner. Pence claimed Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg took 2 months of, quote, maternity leave during the nationwide airline crisis, which makes Pete the only person in human history to have a child, and everyone else gets postpartum depression.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, I will point out that this joke wasn't funny when Tucker Carlson did it. It wasn't funny when Lauren Boebert did it. It's just not funny. It's just not a funny joke. So was this a bad joke or a homophobic slur or both?
I know Pence has been a champion of paid family leave, so I think that's what was an issue for me with it not landing. So he knew there was paternity leave.
Right. That's my point.
But I do want us to be careful of, like, I don't want us to turn into the snowflakes that we criticize where, like, it's a joke. It's a poor joke.
No. Hold up. Those guys are snowflakes.
No, I know. I think we need to, like...
But the point is, it's a joke that was bad 4 other times. It didn't land for any. It didn't work for anybody. It's a terrible joke, and that's why I say, for me, that's lazy because he does know better. He does know what the correct words are, and you want to make a joke. You can do that. But when you go to something lazy that hasn't worked, and then you pretend you don't know, and then we're trying to figure out what you're doing because you're saying something finally we're thrilled to hear you say, it just makes me think you're too confusing for this.
Just within a short period of time, this is the 3rd apology I'm seeing from Whoopi Goldberg. Last time when a similar situation happened, Fire Whoopi Goldberg was trending on Twitter. Now, another apology. I don't want to talk much. Let me play this video so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. You know, when you're a certain age, you use words that you know from when you were a kid or you remember saying, and that's what I did today, and I shouldn't have. I should have thought about it a little longer before I said it, but I didn't. And I should have said cheated. And I used another word, and I'm really sorry. Yeah, somebody wrote, it is how Whoopi says the joke isn't funny yet. Her fellow co-workers laughed. Her audience laughed. So how was it not funny? Another person wrote, please cancel the hateful show. These women are dirt inside. This show is just stressful to even watch clips. This is not the first time I'm seeing this. A lot of people are calling they should cancel this show because at a certain point they are tired. Today this, today that. Few weeks ago we had Joy Behar trending, for reasons I can't even tell. Now Whoopi Goldberg is coming under serious criticisms after this. We have seen the situation of Gen founder when she made that joke that they should terminate pro-life Republicans, and they all laughed on the show. They were smiling. Even the audience applauded. They said it was a joke. When they made this kind of comment, at the same time, they cannot be cancelled because I should not even say it. Sometimes it's even boring, actually watching these videos. When I react to these clips, I just want you to see exactly what is going on because I myself, I don't really enjoy watching these videos.
And I think it's the Tucker Carlson audience. And I would say I don't think leaders are ready to be president if they live in fear of Tucker Carlson and his audience. I think if you're trying to appease a television audience to get elected, it's not going to work. And I've actually been pleasantly surprised by the bipartisan support that is held for standing with Ukraine. It's all the supplementals to support Ukraine have passed on bipartisan grounds because I think people understand we like to celebrate being on the right side of World War II and winning. We don't think about all the little decisions that had to be made up until that point of the U.S. getting in and trying to thwart wrongdoing. We're standing by Ukraine because we want to deter this from getting worse. We want to see peace rather than Russia taking over Ukraine and, who knows, move on to Poland.
Well, we saw in World War II that there were many isolationists in this country, and not until Pearl Harbor was bombed did we get into the war. So we're seeing a similar thing happening here. For these toddlers in politics, the Trump and DeSantis.
Yes, according to this article from Daily Mail, Ukraine invited Ron DeSantis to visit the war-torn nation after the Florida governor dismissed the conflict with Russia as a territorial dispute and demanded federal government focus in on domestic issues instead. The potential 2024 presidential candidate remarked come at a time when Republicans in Congress are demanding more scrutiny for the $113 billion in aid sent to Kyiv last year. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy had said Ukraine should not get a blank check from the U.S. Ukraine Foreign Ministry spokesman criticized Ron DeSantis' comment made during an interview with Fox News Tucker Carlson and tweeted his invitation to the Republican governor. This is what he wrote. "We are sure that as a former military officer deployed to a combat zone, Governor Ron DeSantis knows the difference between a dispute and war. We invite him to visit Ukraine to get a deeper understanding of Russia's full-scale invasion and the threat it poses to U.S. interests."
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis on Fox News. Of course, he's probably heading, he hasn't fully declared yet, for a presidential bid. And this is what he's saying. While the U.S. has many vital national interests,